By the end of this lesson, you will understand all the elements of a business letter. You will also be able to use the elements to write a business letter. The topics that are covered in this lesson are the parts of a business letter, choosing closures that match the salutations, and common phrases. Parts of a business letter. There are 8 parts common to all types of business letters. The 8 parts are the return address of the sender, the date of being written, the complete name, title, and address of the recipient, salutation or greeting, body of the letter, complimentary close and signature, enclosures, and courtesy copies. Number 1. Return address of the sender.
A business letter must contain an address to which the recipient of the letter can reply. This is the return address of the sender or the from address.
For example, in case we are using a letterhead which has the address printed on it, there is no need to rewrite the address.
Number 2. Date.
A business letter should contain the date on which the letter was written. The date can be written in either of the following 2 ways. 26 September 2006 or September 26, 2006. While speaking, we say 31st, 2nd, or 26th. However, while writing the date, we should not use such superscripts. These are just sounds that are understood in the context of the date and are not to be written.
Number 3. Complete name, title, and address of the recipient.
The name, title, and address of the recipient should be written clearly in the letter. In case you are writing to men, use Mr. So-and-so. In case of a lady, it is best to use Ms. So-and-so if we do not know either her marital status or how she prefers to be addressed. For example, Ms. Lalita Chauhan.
Number 4. Salutation or greeting.
Since the business letter is formal, the greeting should be formal. Generally, we should begin with dear. That will be followed by writing the last name of the person with the title. That is, Mr. or Ms. Greetings in formal business letters always end in a comma. For example, Dear Ms. Chauhan. Notice the comma after the name Chauhan. If the person is a close business contact or a friend, we can write the first name of the person. For example,
Dear Ganesh.
if we write the person's full name, we should leave out the title, Ms., Mr., etc. Look at the way we have not written Ms. Priyanka Banerjee here. It is simply Dear Priyanka Banerjee. In case we do not know the name of the person, we can write Dear Sir or Madam,
Dear customer.
Ladies,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen,
To whom it may concern. Number 5. body of the letter.
This is the main part of the letter. This is where we state the purpose of writing the letter. The body can be 1 or 2 paragraphs long. But remember to keep the content brief and to the point.
Number 6. Complimentary close and signature.
End the letter with a complimentary close followed by a comma. Leave 4 line spaces blank and then type your name. This space is for the signature. Look at this example. The complimentary close here is yours sincerely. Notice the 4 line spaces that have been left blank. Finally, you can see how the name has been typed neatly. This is how the complimentary close and signature will look in the letter. Let us look at some other ways you can word your complimentary close.
Yours truly.
Yours faithfully.
Yours sincerely.
Best regards.
Regards. Number 7. Enclosures.
Sometimes you will need to enclose some documents with the letter. For example,
Resume.
price lists,
Product brochures, etc.
When you want to enclose documents, you need to leave 2 spaces after the name and then type the word enclosure. If you have more than one enclosure, you can type the word enclosures followed by a bracket stating the number of enclosures you are sending. Here is an example. Ms. Smita Mahajan wants to send a product brochure with her letter. Note how she has included the enclosure part to the end of her letter.
Number 8. Courtesy copies.
In case you are sending copies of the letter to other people, give a list with their names. To do this, you need to type CC and then write the names in alphabetical order. Here is an example. How many people will get the courtesy copies of this letter?
3.
Here is some food for thought. We have learnt about various types of salutations and closings. Does this mean we use any salutation with any closing? Or do you think there are any rules regarding this? Yes, there are certain accepted norms. Since business letters are a formal medium of communication, we have to follow certain rules about the combination of salutation and closings that we use. You have this table in your reference reading books. It will help you understand the salutations and closings that go together, which you can use for various situations. We will now look at some commonly used phrases in the beginning and end parts of your letters. The opening paragraph. These are some phrases that can be used in an opening paragraph.
This is in reference to your article in the Times of India dated.
This is in reference to your letter dated.
With reference to your letter of 3rd June.
Thank you for your letter of 3rd June.
I am writing to inquire, confirm, apologize.
I came across your advertisement in the Times of India dated
We recently wrote to you about
the final paragraph. The last paragraph of your letter should include requests, reminders, and notes on enclosures. Here are some sample phrases that you can use in your final paragraph.
I or we look forward to hearing from you.
Please respond at your earliest convenience.
For further details,
In case of queries, please contact
we would be grateful if you could
I appreciate any feedback you may have.
kindly consider
We will now look at what you have learned today. The 8 parts of a business letter are 1. Return address of the sender. 2. Date. 3. Salutation. 4. Complete name. 5. Title and address of the recipient. 6. Main body of the letter. 7. Complimentary close and signature. And 8. Enclosures and courtesy copies. The alignment of these various parts depends on the form of the letter. Block style, semi-block style, and modified block style. There is a logical sequence in which all the parts are written. The complimentary close depends on the salutation or the greeting used. You may now use this time to read the reference reading material that goes with this lesson. Thank you.